Hey, if you think masturbation is causing erectile dysfunction or unreliable erections, then stay tuned because today we're going to talk about how to beat partner erectile dysfunction and condom erectile dysfunction. And so today we're going to talk about masturbation and also semen retention, partner ED, and we're going to talk about some solutions. And of course, if you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell. And as always, what I'm gonna do is break this down till it cannot be broken anymore. So let's talk about semen retention as compared to nofap.
It's not semen, it's seaman.
Because they are not the same thing. Semen retention is the practice of avoiding ejaculation. People often use that in tantric sex. Nofap is a little bit different. It started out as a conversation with a person saying, the benefits of not masturbating. And of course, the word fap comes from the sound that is made when you're masturbating. I didn't make that shit up.
Stop! Stop! Please! Stop! Stop!
So there is that difference. The difference between semen retention and nofap is that semen retention is all about, you can actually have sex, you can masturbate, just don't ejaculate. Nofap, none of that at all. And semen retention actually requires a lot of control. And we're talking about serious muscle control with your pelvic floor and your pelvic muscles. Now let's talk about masturbation. And this is actually sort of interesting because it's changed over the years rather dramatically.
About to beat my meat. About to beat my meat.
When I was a kid, we got with the Sears catalog. It came this thick. It was a whole book. And you would just go through and place an order. It was like Amazon back in the day. And in there, they had women's bras and panties. Ooh, yeah. Damn. But then, we moved on to Playboy and Blacktail magazine.
Well, this is the female form.
And then it was on to VHS tapes and CDs and DVDs. And then it was like slow connections where you got it on the internet for 30-second clips. And now you can see all types of things just downloaded at blazing speeds and just scare yourself.
Name something a teenage boy can do for hours at a time.
Masturbate.
So just realize 1 out of 7 searches on the internet is for porn, and Pornhub is just as popular as Netflix. And if you just happen to be on the internet looking at porn for a good while, you've probably seen more women naked than you've seen alive. Isn't that scary and fun? And this is all because the greatest entertainment set is in the middle of your body. And that's the reason why masturbation is natural. Roughly 90% of men say they masturbate at some point in their life, and 80% of women. And just to clear up any of the old myths, no, it does not cause hairy palms or cause you to go blind.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just gonna go and check my mail over there.
And also, masturbation is so normal is not going to cause ED. Now, masturbation guilt can lead to ED. That's for those people who really think, I'm doing something bad, and then it just causes all type of psychological issues. Now, there can be some issues that come along with this though. Men who masturbate too frequently can end up being too used to their own touch. And so when someone else is touching them, it's not the way I want it, because it ain't your hand. You've gone too far there, player. You may become so desensitized that you're not able to connect with your partner fully. Now remember, when you're looking at a screen and that screen is not real, your brain can't really tell the difference. It's just attaching to something that's not real. You want to attach to a human, something that's real.
Be honest, babe. It's porn, right?
Porn?
And just understand, the reason why you masturbate is because you want to have sex. There's probably just nobody there to do it with. Now, there are some benefits to masturbating, such as better sleep, reduced stress, fewer headaches, improved concentration, increased self-esteem, a more youthful appearance, and better fitness, unless you're sitting there for hours at a time doing it, because that's not exercise. It's just your hand's going to be hurt. One arm is strong. So this all does not play into ED because ED happens when you cannot get or maintain an erection. If you're masturbating, more than likely you're maintaining an erection. Do you know what I wish I had the first time my erections decided not to show up? A system that gave me the answers to get it back up and never have it betray me like that again. After over a decade of research and several $1,000s trying herbs, I'm going to give you that right now. Take the men's performance quiz and in 3 minutes get the exact personalized advice that will give you a head start on having erections on demand. One email for the next 25 days with natural techniques tailored to your situation. Don't wait to get the answers. Take the quiz today. Now, where was I? Of course, excessive alcohol and tobacco use and a bunch of other things can lead to ED. Of course, we're talking about that high or low blood pressure and high cholesterol, obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and even some conditions like multiple sclerosis. And of course, you got to watch out for medications. Guys, if you're not getting up, check your medications. So let's go ahead and talk about condom ED, because basically you're putting a plastic balloon on your Johnson. Though they try to, help you out and do all types of very thin and, lubrications, it's simply going to desensitize you. Now, of course, this is the responsible thing to do. However, you have to make sure you're getting the right size. And of course, you want to get the right lubrication. And the most important thing when it comes to condom ED is you have to talk to her. Because it's like, hey, babe, I'd prefer. This is the reason why guys are always saying, yeah, I'd rather go raw because it feels better. But, work it out. It's better to have that communications. So let's jump into that partner erectile dysfunction, because this one's deep. So here are the partner erectile dysfunction solutions. So this is the person that you really want to have sex with. First, you have to undesensitize yourself by cutting back on the porn. You want to give yourself the chance to build up the excitement that you're supposed to have. Have a lot of foreplay. And that includes touch and verbal. If you need to talk on the phone a little bit ahead of time, yes, get the excitement going. One thing you can do is a new room massage, an adult slip and slide. And you also want to do some role play if you need. Go ahead and get a cowboy hat. Just make it happen. And you want to make sure you're warming up before sex. And all of this helps for you to get your confidence back so you feel much better when you're trying to get with this person. So in conclusion, masturbation is normal and does not cause ED. There is a difference between NoFap and semen retention. And we'll talk about semen retention in another video. Make sure you cut back on that masturbation and use foreplay to help build up your energy. So of course, the question of the day is, has masturbation interfered with your sex life? Leave comments below. And of course, if you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell. And this is Uncle B saying, get your game up and go hard. Peace out.